Well, hello, St. Louis, and welcome to This Week on STL. It's the weekly rundown of events happening in and around St. Louis. I'm Rick Anthony. This week's edition is brought to you by our good friends at Vito's Sicilian Pizzeria and Restaurante, located right there on Olive. It's right outside the Grand Center and St. Louis University. Great place to stop by for lunch or dinner. Their buffets are great, their pizzas are great, their pasta is great. Be sure to give them a try. Vito's Sicilian Pizzeria and Restaurante. This is the week beginning January the 27th. We have a couple of carryovers from last week. This is the final week to see the St. Louis Reps presentation of Opus. It's at the Virginia Jackson Browning main stage in the Loretto Hilton Center in Webster Groves. It goes on nightly, 8 p.m. until Sunday. And also right there in the Emerson studio of the Loretto Hilton Center in Webster Groves, the Rep presents The Other Places. That's going on for another week to February 9th, so you still have some time to see that one. Tuesday night, Bryce Salvador, a former Blue, brings the rest of his New Jersey Devils into town as they take on the Blues at the Scott Trade Center. Tuesday night, 7 p.m. We say, let's go Blues. Well, now we know you love Blues hockey. Have you checked out the St. Charles Chill? They play at the Family Arena right there in St. Charles. They have a game coming up on Wednesday night at 7:05 against the Missouri Mavericks. Good luck to the St. Charles Chill. You'll be hearing a lot more about them in the future. The St. Louis Billikens are having a heck of a year this year. Jordair Jet is leading the way, and they take on the Richmond Spiders Wednesday night at 7 o'clock at the Chaifetz Arena. All this month, the Powell Symphony Hall has been featuring Beethoven. This is the final week of the Beethoven Festival, and it features Beethoven 5. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Performance is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 8 o'clock Friday, 8 o'clock Saturday, and a 3 p.m. matinee. Go get your Beethoven on at the Powell Symphony Hall. Friday night across the river in Sauget, Illinois at Pop's Nightclub, it's Badfish, a tribute to Sublime, so that should be a good show over there. A couple minutes ago, I mentioned the St. Charles Chill. They take on the Brampton Beast at 7:05 at the St. Charles Family Arena. Now, coming to the Sheldon on Friday night is a gentleman that Rolling Stone says is an acclaimed singer-songwriter and is known for his wickedly sharp observations of human conditions and is highly entertaining in his live performances. That individual is Greg Brown, and he will be in town Friday night at the Sheldon. Friday night at the Pageant, KC95 presents the January Tribute Trilogy Street Fighting Band, tribute to the Rolling Stones. First Saturday in February is always the Polar Plunge. The 11th annual Polar Plunge takes place at Lake St. Louise out there in Lake St. Louis. It benefits Special Olympics. We happen to have Tracy Davis, who's the Regional Developmental Director of the Special Olympics of Missouri, on board to tell us about this year's Polar Plunge.
Well, the registration starts at 10 o'clock, and then our parade of costumes starts at 11:30, and you don't want to miss that fun, because truly that is kind of a highlight, but the first plunge will take place at noon then.
For the novice that is contemplating doing this for the very first year, can you kind of take us through how the whole event goes and transpires?
It is going to be cold. We're not going to kid you there, but it is an awful lot of fun. So people do dress up. Some people dress in full costume, so they are covered from head to toe. So there is some warmth there, and we have heaters, and people come with blankets. So, there is a warming tent. So before and after, you are nice and warm. It's a fun event that people all kind of rally around and just have a really good time. There's some music and free food and an after party even. So it's just a good time that people like to come out and support Special Olympics.
Now, once you warm up from the Polar Plunge, be sure to head on out to the Train Expo, the Great Train Expo, going on at the St. Charles Convention Center. I've been a big train fanatic for many, many years, and this is an opportunity for kids of 1 to 92 to see all these great model trains, and the Great Train Expo is the place to check it out. St. Charles Convention Center, all day Saturday and Sunday. This time of year brings out some of the best in maple syrup, and the Maple Sugar Festival goes on at the Rockwoods Reservation in Wildwood. That is going on from 10 to 3 on Saturday, an opportunity to spend time with the kids and learn a little bit more about how we get maple syrup. Billikens back in action on Saturday afternoon. They take on George Mason. The Patriots will be in town at the Chaifetz Arena. Tip-off at 1:30. Go Billikens. Now, we've talked about hockey. We've talked about basketball. Let's talk a little bit about Soccer, the St. Louis Ambush have a home game. Coming up on Saturday at 1:35, they take on the Milwaukee Wave at the Family Arena. A lot of things going on at the Family Arena. Great place to check out some cool sports and have a good time. If you like it loud, be sure to come on down to the Edward Jones Dome on Saturday night, 6:30, Monster Jam. You've got the Gravedigger, you've got Bigfoot, you've got all of your favorites coming to town, Edward Jones Dome. It's going to be loud, it's going to be proud. If you do go, parents, be sure to have some ear protection for the kiddos. They sometimes can get frightened by all the noise, so keep that in mind. Another home game for the St. Charles Chill. They have a home game coming up on Saturday night. This time they take on the Brampton Beast again. They played Friday night against the Brampton Beast and Saturday night also. 7:05 and the puck drops at the Family Arena. Speaking of hockey, the Blues are in action on Saturday night. They take on the Nashville Predators. That's always been a tough team. This year, not necessarily so, and the Blues have been playing some great hockey. We'll see how things go Saturday night, 7 o'clock. Let's go Blues. Looking for a fun time on a Saturday night? Trey Anastasio Band will be at the Pageant. Doors at 7, show at 8 o'clock. Good time there. And then this guy I've had the opportunity to talk to on numerous occasions. You've seen him on Food Network. He brings his Edible Inevitable tour to the Fox Theater. Iron Chef host Elton Brown will be in town. It'll be a lot of fun, very entertaining. Elton is very, very knowledgeable when it comes to food, science, and just about anything else. That is Saturday night, 8 o'clock at the Fox Theater. Whole bunch of information there. Just hit rewind and play it as many times as you need if you miss anything along the way. Until this time next week for This Week on STL, I'm Rick Anthony.